Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we will start. Good morning to all. Myself, Shoaib Pirzadeh, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Media Arts Science and Management Science College, BU. In the last period, we have completed, that is a thermodynamic second. Now, today we start a new topic, that is the last topic of our syllabus of physical chemistry paper 8, that is the chemical equilibrium. Now, before studying this topic, we see first what is meant by chemical reaction. As we have seen already in 11th standard, that is what is meant by reaction or what is meant by chemical reaction. So chemical reaction means that is a transformation of substance or substances into new substance or substances is called as chemical reaction. That is transformation of substance or substances into new substance or substances is called as, that is chemical reaction, or simply that is a conversion of reactant into product is also called as chemical reaction. Very simple definition. That is conversion of R means reactant, into P means that is the product. So when R is converted into P, R means reactant and P means product. The process is called as, that is the chemical reaction. So the conversion of reactant into product is called chemical reaction. Now, different types of chemical reactions are there. On the basis of, that is a heat evolution changes, there are two types of reaction, that is a exothermic reaction and endothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction, that is a reaction in which heat is evolved, is called as exothermic reaction, and a reaction in which heat is absorbed is called as endothermic reaction. So these are the two types of reaction on the basis of heat evolution, or that is the absorption. Now, on the basis of direction, again there are two types of reaction. Again there are two types of reaction. Can anybody tell me the, again on the basis of direction, डायरेक्शन के बेसिस पर फिर reactions are classified into two classes. So what are they? Can anybody tell me the two types?
Reversible or irreversible process.
That's correct. Yeah, reaction we can call as reaction. Yes. So on the basis of, that is a direction of reaction, there are two types of reaction, that is or process, reversible reaction or process, and second is irreversible reaction, or that is the process. So reversible reaction, that is a reaction which takes place in both direction, that is forward direction as well as backward direction, is called as reversible reaction. यानी जो रिएक्शन दोनों डायरेक्शन में होती है, फॉरवर्ड डायरेक्शन एज वेल एज बैकवर्ड डायरेक्शन, इज कॉल्ड, दैट इज रिवर्सिबल रिएक्शन. और इन रिवर्सिबल रिएक्शन, दैट इज reactants are converted into products and again products are converted into reactant, that is also called, that is the reversible reaction. That is reversible reaction में क्या होता है, reactant product में convert होता है और product क्या करता है, again they are converted into reactant. So that is called as the reversible reaction. While in irreversible reaction, that is the reaction which takes place in only one direction, that is only forward direction, is called, that is the irreversible reaction. Or a reaction in which, that is reactants are converted into product but products are not converted into reactant, is called, that is irreversible reaction. यानी इरिवर्सिबल रिएक्शन में क्या होगा, दैट इज ओनली reactants are converted into product, but products are not converted into react. That is called irreversible reaction. So these are the, that is what is mean by reaction or chemical reaction. Reaction means conversion of conversion of reactant into product, or a process in which two or more molecule or compound combine and they form a new molecule is called, that is chemical reaction. So on the basis of these, there are two types of reaction, that is exothermic and endothermic. Now again, on the basis of direction, there are two types of reaction, that is reversible reaction and irreversible reaction. Now all spontaneous reactions are irreversible, that is the reaction which takes place immediately, spontaneous. If we take here magnesium, and if we burn magnesium metal in air, what will happen? यानी magnesium metal लीजिए, उसको हवा में जलाइए. So what will happen? What is formed when magnesium metal is burned in air? Magnesium धात को हवा में जलाया जाता है. What will happen? Yes, what is formed? Magnesium धात को हवा में जलाने पर क्या तैयार होगा? So magnesium react with air. Air के साथ यानी किसके साथ react होगा? Magnesium metal react in air. Different gases are present. So magnesium react with which gas?
Oxygen.
Correct. So magnesium react with oxygen and form the magnesium oxide. So it is a spontaneous reaction. That is magnesium react with oxygen, or when magnesium metal burnt in air, it form magnesium oxide. That is magnesium react with oxygen gas present in the air and it form, that is the magnesium oxide. Now magnesium oxide does not convert it into again, that is magnesium and oxygen, because it is a irreversible process. So all spontaneous reactions are irreversible. They proceed by themselves. The irreversible reactions are fast, as we have also seen in the distinguishing point thermodynamic. First we have seen the process, but here the reaction. The irreversible reactions are fast, but there are some reactions which are very slow. They do not go to completion. Some reactants remains unaffected without getting converted into product. So there exists a definite relationship between concentration of various reactant and product at a stage. This stage is known as equilibrium. Equilibrium is balance. In equilibrium state, that is rate of forward reaction. Rate of forward reaction is equal to rate of backward reaction. As we have seen, that is in any reversible reaction, there are two types of reaction, that is the forward reaction as well as backward reaction. So as reaction start, so when the rate of forward reaction is equal to rate of backward reaction, then first reaction in reversible reaction is forward reaction, उसका कुछ rate होगा, and second reaction in reversible reaction is backward reaction, उसका भी कुछ rate होगा, rate of reaction. जब दोनों rate बराबर होंगे, यानी forward reaction का rate और backward reaction का rate जब दोनों equal होंगे, then we called as reaction is in equilibrium. यानी देखिए reaction equilibrium में कब होती है? जब rate of forward reaction is equal to rate of backward reaction. Then we called as, that is reaction is in chemical equilibrium. जब दोनों rate, that is forward reaction का rate और backward reaction का rate दोनों बराबर होगा, then we called as the process or the reaction is in equilibrium. Hence all chemical and chemical equilibria between statics are considered to be dynamic in nature, that is DORA. That is here in reversible reaction, reactants are converted into product and again products are converted into reaction. So it is called as a dynamic in nature. Now, again, there are two types of equilibria, homogeneous and heterogeneous equilibria. Again, there are two types of, that is equilibria, homogeneous and heterogeneous. As we have seen in, that is thermodynamic first, homogeneous process, heterogeneous process, or homogeneous reaction and heterogeneous reaction. Homo means same. We have seen that is homo. Homo ka matlab hai same. And hetero means that is the different. So what here, homogeneous reaction or homogeneous process, a system in which all the reactant and product are in same physical state is known as homogeneous equilibria. That is, reaction में अगर reactant और product all same physical state में है, यानी all reactants are solid as well as all reactants, all products are solid. That is same physical state, solid, solid, solid. पूरे जितने भी रिएक्टेंट्स होंगे वो क्या होगा, सॉलिड स्टेट में होंगे, और प्रोडक्ट जो होंगे वो भी क्या होंगे, सॉलिड स्टेट में, या लिक्विड स्टेट में, या गैसियस स्टेट में. दैट इज द ऑल द रिएक्टेंट्स एंड प्रोडक्ट्स आर इन सेम फिजिकल स्टेट, आइदर इन सॉलिड स्टेट और इन लिक्विड स्टेट और इन गैस स्टेट, इज नोन एज होमोजेनियस इक्विलिब्रिया. होमो का मतलब है सेम, इट इज अ ग्रीक वर्ड. होमो मीन्स सेम, यानी ऑल रिएक्टेंट और प्रोडक्ट की जो स्टेट है वो जब सेम होगी, सो इट इज कॉल्ड एज द होमोजेनियस इक्विलिब्रिया. Now, a system in which all the reactants and products are in different physical state is known as heterogeneous equilibria. यानी अगर रिएक्टेंट और प्रोडक्ट की जो फिजिकल स्टेट है अगर डिफरेंट है, यानी रिएक्टेंट सॉलिड है और प्रोडक्ट जो है लिक्विड है या गैसियस है, then it is called as the heterogeneous equilibria. That is a system in which all the reactants and products are in different physical state is known as heterogeneous equilibria. Now, again, equilibrium is classified into two groups, static and dynamic equilibrium. So that is as previously we have seen, that is equilibria is classified as homogeneous equilibria and heterogeneous equilibria. Now again, equilibrium is classified into two groups, static and dynamic. If a state of balance is achieved but the reaction is virtually stopped completely, it is known as static equilibrium. That is, if a state of balance is achieved but the reaction is virtually stopped completely, it is known as static equilibrium. And if a reversible reaction do not cease even if the equilibrium is attained, is called dynamic equilibrium. That is, when equilibrium is attained in reversible reaction, that is when rate of forward reaction is equal to rate of backward reaction, even though the reaction is continued, so it is called, that is dynamic equilibrium. That is reaction again proceed, so it is called dynamic equilibrium. Now for example, see an example of homogeneous and heterogeneous equilibrium. Now this hydrogen H2, this is in the form of gas, hydrogen gas. Now this hydrogen gas combined with iodine gas, I2, this is also in gas state, might use, that is the 2HI, hydrogen iodide, and that hydrogen iodide is also in gaseous state. So H2 gas plus I2 gas, that is iodine gas, it form, that is hydrogen iodide gas. So all the reactants, so what are the reactants in this reaction? H2 and that is the I2, H2 and that is I2. See here, that is H2, this is gaseous state, I2, this is also in gaseous state, and it form hydrogen iodide, it is also in gaseous state. Okay, So this is example of homogeneous equilibrium. Now, why it is homogeneous equilibrium? Because all the reactant H2I2, these are in gaseous. See, this is gas. This is also gas. And the product is also in gaseous state. So it is that is homogeneous equilibrium. H2 plus I2, it forms 2HI. It is a homogeneous equilibrium. Now, second example, C, that is when Fe, that is thrice Fe, and it is in solid state, react with water, that is 4H2O, it is liquid, it forms ferric oxide, Fe3O4 plus hydrogen gas is liberated in this reaction. That is when Fe react with water, it forms ferric oxide and hydrogen gas is liberated in this process. Now see the physical state of reactant and product. Fe in solid state, H2O is in liquid state. Ferric oxide form, which is also in liquid state, plus hydrogen gas. Now see the physical state of reactant and product. Here solid is there, here liquid is there, here liquid and gases. So all reactant and products are in different physical state. So it is called heterogeneous equilibrium. Now next is equilibrium constant, or it is also called as equilibrium law. Equilibrium constant or equilibrium law. Now for that is consider a general reaction, general reversible reaction. So this is simple for reversible. So we have considered here general reaction, but condition is that reaction is reversible reaction. That is A plus B reversible, it gives C plus D. So A and B react, they form C and D. This reaction is called as the forward reaction. See, in this reversible reaction, there are two reactions. First is A plus B, it gives C plus D, and this is a reversible reaction. Now what is the second reaction? That is C plus D, it gives A plus B. This is the backward reaction. So in any reversible reaction, there are two reactions, forward reaction as well as backward reaction. A plus B, it gives C plus D, it is a forward reaction. C plus D, it gives again A plus B, it is a backward reaction. So we have considered here a reversible reaction, A plus B, it gives C plus D. And let this concentration of A, we can read as square bracket mein likha hua hai, so we can read as concentration of A, or it is also called as molar concentration of A, or it is also called as active mass of A. Active mass of A. So we read only here concentration of A. This is concentration of B. This is concentration of C, and this is concentration of D. Represent the molar concentration of A, B, C and D at equilibrium point. यानी A का concentration क्या है? This one, that is concentration of A. B का concentration क्या है? Concentration of B. C का concentration क्या है? This one, that is the concentration of C. D का concentration क्या है? Concentration of D. So these are the, that is A, B, C, D के जो molar concentration है, that can be denoted by square bracket. Now according to law of mass action, now law of mass action we have already studied in 11th standard. Law of mass action क्या है? Law of mass action, that is related with rate of reaction. That is rate of reaction is directly proportional to active masses of the reactant. So this is the law of mass action, that is rate of reaction is directly proportional to active masses of the reactant. Now rate of forward, so In any reversible reaction, there are two reactions. First reaction is A plus B, it gives C plus D. So for that reaction, this is a forward reaction. So for that reaction, we calculate the rate of forward reaction. So rate of forward reaction is directly proportional to, rate of forward reaction is directly proportional to, that is active masses of reactant. In this reaction, what are the reactants? A and B. A and B are the reactants. So we can write here active mass of A, or it is we can call as, that is concentration of A into concentration of B. So this is the rate of forward reaction. So rate of forward reaction is directly proportional to concentration of A into concentration of B. Now remove this proportionality symbol. ये proportionality symbol निकालिए. So what is the rule? We can keep a constant. We can keep a constant, that is equal to K1 into concentration of A into concentration of B. Therefore, the rate of forward reaction is directly proportional to concentration of A into concentration of B. Remove this proportionality symbol, that is equal to K1 into concentration of A into concentration of B. Now similarly, now for second reaction, backward reaction, which is the backward reaction? C plus D, it gives A plus B. This is the backward reaction. Now calculate the rate of backward reaction. Rate of backward reaction directly proportional to, now what are the reactants in backward reaction? C and D. C and D. So we can write here concentration of C into concentration of D. So rate of backward reaction is directly proportional to the rate of, that is concentration of C into concentration of D. Now remove this proportionality symbol. ये proportionality symbol remove करना है. Then what is, we kept here constant. So K2 into concentration of C into concentration of D, where K1 and K2 are rate constant for forward and that is the backward reaction, where K1 and K2 are the rate constant for forward and backward reaction. Now tell me, that is when this reaction is in equilibrium, A plus B, it gives C plus D. रिएक्शन इक्विलिब्रियम स्टेट में कब होती है? कंडीशन क्या है रेट के ताल्लुक से? As I was told in starting, that is when rate of forward reaction equal to rate of backward reaction. यानी दोनों रिएक्शन, फॉरवर्ड रिएक्शन का रेट और बैकवर्ड रिएक्शन का रेट जब दोनों बराबर होते हैं, इक्वल होते हैं, then reaction is in equilibrium state. So therefore at equilibrium पे क्या होगा? Rate of forward reaction equal to rate of backward reaction. Now here we have calculated rate of forward reaction, this one, K1 into concentration of A into concentration of B. This is the rate of forward reaction. And rate of backward reaction, K2 into concentration of C into concentration of D. This is the rate of backward reaction. Now rate of forward reaction equal to rate of backward reaction. Therefore put the values of, that is that rate of forward reaction is K1 into concentration of A into concentration of B equal to rate of backward reaction, as we have seen previously, K2 into concentration of C into concentration of D. Therefore rearranging this, K1 upon K2 is equal to concentration of C into concentration of D divided by concentration of A upon concentration of B. So this simply we have taken, that is this K1 upon K2. This C and D remains in numerator and A and B, that is in the denominator. Now at any specific temperature, K1 upon K2 is constant. Now K1 and K2 are constant. So the ratio of this K1 upon K2 is also constant. That is K1 upon K2 is constant since both K1 and K2 are constant. So the ratio is also constant. The ratio K1 upon K2 is called equilibrium constant. This ratio, this K1 upon K2 is constant, and this constant is called as that is the equilibrium constant and is represented by symbol Kc. Kc, C represented is the, or simply K, simply K. The subscript C, this C indicate that the value in terms of concentration of reactant and product. The value in terms of concentration of reactant and product. So this ratio K1 upon K2 we replace by another constant, that is Kc, and this Kc is called as, that is the equilibrium constant. Now we can write this Kc instead of this K1 upon K2 we have taken, that is the Kc. Therefore Kc is equal to concentration of C into concentration of D divided by, that is concentration of A into concentration of B. So this Kc is known as, that is the equilibrium constant, or this equation is known as equilibrium constant expression or equilibrium law. So this is the, that is equilibrium constant. Now for any general reaction, we can A into A plus B into B, it gives C into C plus D into D. So directly we can write equilibrium constant for this reaction, that is equilibrium constant is denoted by Kc. Remember that equilibrium constant is denoted by Kc. Kc is equal to, so see here in this, what is that? That is active masses of the product. So in this reaction, what is product? C and D are the product, capital C and D, and small c and D are its coefficient. So we have to take here concentration of C first, concentration of C into concentration of D, और जो उसका coefficient है small c and small d, we have to take it in power. ये C को क्या करना है, स्मॉल c को उसके पावर में लेना है, C के concentration of C raised to C, concentration of D. अब D का coefficient क्या है यहाँ पे, small d, so we have taken small d. In previous reaction we have not taken, that is because general reaction is there, A plus B it gives C plus D. तो A का coefficient 1 है, इसलिए we have taken 1 लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है यहाँ पर. Concentration of B raised to 1, so not necessary to write the 1. Concentration of C raised to 1, because here coefficient is 1 in the previous reaction, this reaction A का concentration 1 है, sorry not concentration, coefficient, जरीब जिसे उर्दू में कहेंगे हम, A का coefficient 1 है, B का coefficient 1 है, C का coefficient भी 1 है और D का coefficient भी 1 है, तो यहाँ पे 1 आएगा, but not necessary to write that is the here 1. नहीं भी है तो कंसिडर होता है कि वो पावर 1 में है, अंडरस्टैंड. बट हियर कोएफिशिएंट आर स्मॉल a, small b, small c and small d. So for that reason, that is concentration of C raised to C, because the coefficient of C is here small c, into concentration of D raised to small d, because here that is a coefficient is that is small d, divided by concentration of A. अब A का concentration क्या है यहाँ पर, that is a coefficient क्या है, small a, so we can take its power, concentration of A into concentration of B power B, because your coefficient of B is, that is the P. So 2-mark questions always ask, write the equilibrium constant for the following reaction directly. यानी आपको क्या करना है, न्यूमरेटर में क्या लिखना है, जो प्रोडक्ट्स है उसके एक्टिव मासेस लिखना है, और उसका जो कोएफिशिएंट है उसको पावर में लिखेंगे आप, उसका जो कोएफिशिएंट है उसको पावर में लिखेंगे, डिवाइडेड बाय रिएक्टेंट जो है, रिएक्टेंट का कोएफिशिएंट उसके पावर में लिखेंगे. अंडरस्टैंड. सो दिस इज अबाउट द इक्विलिब्रियम कांस्टेंट. If you have any difficulty, please ask.
No sir.
और आप लोगों के
No sir.
ओके, आप लोगों के लिए एक नोटिस है कि नैक टीम जो है कॉलेज का इंस्पेक्शन करने के लिए 9 तारीख को आने वाली है, 9 फरवरी को। तो उस ताल्लुक से रेगुलर स्टूडेंट की मीटिंग रखी गई है 2 तारीख को 11:30 बजे, हॉल नंबर 103 में। तो जो रेगुलर स्टूडेंट है आना है 2 तारीख को 11:15 बजे आइए, मीटिंग 11:30 बजे है। आपको बताया जाएगा कि क्या करना है। 9 तारीख को जो कमेटी आएगी, आप जो कमेटी की मीटिंग भी रेगुलर स्टूडेंट के साथ है, आप लोगों की जो लोग दिल्ली से वगैरह आने वाले हैं नेक पीयर टीम, तो उनकी मीटिंग भी आप रेगुलर स्टूडेंट के साथ 9 तारीख को है। तो उस मीटिंग में क्या करना है, क्या किस तरह से ये करना है, उस ताल्लुक से 2 तारीख को हमने कॉलेज में मीटिंग रखा है आपकी, मतलब तो 2 तारीख को कॉलेज को आइए आप रेगुलर स्टूडेंट। एक आधा घंटा मीटिंग चलेगी, सिर्फ आधा घंटा।
जी सर।
11 बजे मीटिंग है तो 11:15 बजे आइए। मैं व्हाट्सएप पे डालूंगा बाद में आपको, लेकिन मीटिंग को आइए आप। ओके, इफ यू हैव एनी प्रॉब्लम प्लीज राइट डाउन इन द चैट बॉक्स। और टेस्ट भी मैंने, नोट्स और टेस्ट भी जो है व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में डाला है। प्रिपेयर स्टडी नोट्स एंड गिव द टेस्ट। Okay, we will stop here. The remaining part we will be discussing in the next period.